All right, Lalush is gonna be taken. He's gonna be revived here by the coaches, and it's gonna be a rematch on Tal'Darim Altar as we jump into the game. Okay, the competition. We're gonna do it again. If you want to have a mod in my chat, this is just for fun. We're just having fun. Tweet at me right now at Axeltoss, and you need to provide the winner of this game and the time at which they win. For example, if you think Lalush is going to win at 19 minutes, say Lalush 19 minutes. If you think BabyKnight is going to win at 8 minutes, say BabyKnight 8 minutes. You have to tweet at Axeltoss to be eligible. It makes it really easy for me to keep track of it because I can scroll down and stuff, whereas if I do it in the chat, it's a lot of information for me to shuffle through. And it's a little bit easier this way. Congratulations to Golden_MW. And thank you everyone for participating. Alright, just having some fun here. Okay, this is the StarCraft 2 Survival League. We are in game number 6, and we have a team that is on the verge of elimination. It is Millennium. They are down 3-2. They're being represented by Lalush, the red Zerg player. His opponent in the bottom right-hand location, it's BabyKnight from Absolute Legends, who is on an absolute tear. And I consider an absolute legend, based off of his performance today, taking out Stefano. Took out Stefano. Stefano 2-0'd Nama and Satini. Then BabyKnight came in and said, hey guys, what's going on here, man? What's going on here? What's going on here? Why are we down 2-0? He took this match into his hands. He took hold of it. And he hasn't lost. He beat Stefano. He beat Tarson. He beat Lalush. Some of you may be like, what? Lalush? But Axel, you can't be serious. Lalush is playing. I thought, wouldn't he be out? What kind of system is this? Well, you may be right. You probably are right. However, this is an aspect that is unique to the StarCraft 2 Survivor League. If you get knocked out, you can come back. How do you come back? Well, the community votes. The community votes on their favorite player, on the player they want coming back to participate, and then they can be reborn, rebirthed, resurrected, zombified, whatever you want to call it. But unfortunately, in this situation, the community was not able to vote because Stefano was not available. He's not available. He has a tournament going on so he cannot play in this any longer. So the coaches stepped up and decided to choose, and they chose Lalush. So Lalush gets a rematch against BabyKnight. BabyKnight's like, what's going on? I don't care. Just give me the games. I'll win all of them. I don't care. I'll win all of them. No big deal. And he's been playing great. He's been playing absolutely phenomenally. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm making it a word. All right, we're at 3 minutes. Stop guessing on Twitters. Stop guessing. Viet Tai. Everything past him does not count. Sorry, I kind of missed that. I gave you an extra minute. All right, so a lot on the line here. If BabyKnight can win, he will have all killed a Millennium. And he will have put his team in the playoffs of the SC2SL. Millennium is already in the playoffs, I think. But this is just for pride. They don't want to be all killed by BabyKnight. No. And this is Lalush. This is a rematch for him. This is a rematch for Lalush. Getting an additional queen out of his main base. Adding on his natural expansion. And here's the thing about Tal'Darim. Just rhymed. Here's the thing. There are rocks at your third. So, you know that typical 3-hatch play that's oh so common? It's not really applicable here. But look at this. Look at this crazy opening. Okay, no, it's not crazy. I thought it was a gateway up here. No, but it is a Forge Fast expand from BabyKnight. And every single game we've seen from BabyKnight has been a gateway expand. So, going to be changing it up a little bit here. Not too surprised considering it's such a large map. Your natural expansion is really accessible. There's not really even a ramp at your leading there. So, there's like no reason not to wall off over here. So, changing his strategy up a little bit. Again, more receiving to the map. But Lalush going to get out a bunch of Zerglings early on, which hurts his economy. It hurts his economy a little bit because obviously you want that larva to be drones at this point, except for 2 of them. But there's 2 things you can do. 1, not take down these rocks. Actually, there's 3 things. 1, not take down these rocks. Actually, there's 4 things. 1, not take these rocks and take a hatchery down here. 2, take a hatchery right next to the rocks and take a hit on economy for a little bit. 3, go for a 2-base all-in. Or 4, do exactly what he's doing and take down these rocks. And then build a hatchery there. Of course, your hatchery will be delayed. You won't have as many you won't have as many drones earlier because you're investing a lot into these Zerglings. But you do get the third up, and it's in a nice safe location, the farthest expansion away from your opponent's main base. So, third is going to get down. Going to be a little bit late. Not going to do a 2-base all-in. And it was an interesting strategy last game. Of course, we can talk about that a little bit. Lalush was investing a lot into early aggression. He never actually ended up doing that with his roaches and lings. He sniffed out the DT play, but it was a little bit too late. BabyKnight able to do so much damage with his Dark Templars because Lalush, I mean, when the DTs got there, his Evolution Chamber just finished. So we had to wait for them to finish, had to hope the DTs wouldn't snipe him. He started his lair as well, had to get an Overseers out, and it was just a huge headache for him to deal with that DT play. And then behind that, BabyKnight did a lot of aggression with Zealots and DTs, which didn't work, so he backed up, turned them into Archons, added on more charge lots, added on some upgrades, pushed again. Lalush did a great job defending, but eventually Lalush just ran out of production capabilities, and the BabyKnight just added on more and more cost-efficient units, kept picking away Lalush's army, one roach by one roach, didn't lose any of his own units, and was able to eventually take the game. But this is a rematch between Lalush and BabyKnight. Who is going to take it? Your guess is as good as mine. Actually, some of y'all guessed. Again, the competition was on Twitter. Tweet at me the winning time and the winning player closest to the actual results. Gets a mod in my chat. That was the competition. Alright, here we go. +1. +2 is on the way here. Pretty fast from BabyKnight. Getting a robotics facility. And Twilight Council. Okay, so this is going to be a +2 blink plus... Yeah, +2 blink all in. He should start blink, like, right now. Or... maybe not. I would expect him to, right? He wants blink to finish when +2 does, and then attack. He's adding on a robo. I would expect that to be for... There it is. Okay, freaking me out. There it is. There's the robo's going to be for the Observer. Forgot the name of it. And again, thank you guys for joining me. It is Sunday morning, 11:07 a.m. my time. We started at 9 o'clock a.m. my time. I woke up at 8:30, got a message from good old Boris, the CEO of this league. He was like, hey man, I need a caster. I'm in a little bit of a pickle. Can you cast in 30 minutes? And here I am. Shirt, or I should say hair, all array. A little bit woozy. I'm like, alright man, let me get in the shower, and then I'll jump on and cast. So that's where we're here today. That's a situation. And Absolute Legends making a fight. They're up 3-2 against Millennium. Who would have predicted that? And BabyKnight here, he looks like he's going to go for some sort of a 2-base timing attack with a lot of Blink Stalkers and Observer. 1, 2, 3. Only 4 gateways here. So this, like... It's not like this is 7 or 8 gates all in. It's not like it's that. This might just be pressure, which is fine, which I'm okay with. You know, taking down the rocks to his third with the intention of taking that down. Send the Observer forward to see what he can find out, and ooh, we have a Spire from Lalush. We have a Spire. And this is the most terrifying part of ZVP, of PvZ. For Protoss, at least for me, is the Mutalisk play. It is terrifying. Oh, it is terrifying. Mutalisks are terrifying on this map, in this matchup. I'll tell you why in a bit. But right now, Absolute Legends BabyKnight, gonna do some aggression. Advancing across to the middle of the map with a bunch of Stalkers and Sentries. Lalush backing away with the Roaches, did not want anything to do with that army. And he can blink forward, and that's what he's going to do. Take out a Roach here. Take out a Roach there. Oh, Creep Tumor instead. I'm okay with that. Spire almost done, but this is tricky because as Lalush, you're trying to save up gas for Mutas. At the same time, there's a pretty ferocious army coming forward from the Protoss. You're like, okay, do I invest in Roaches and Lings to defend against this, or do I just save up for Mutas? Lalush going to just try to delay this as long as possible. And keep in mind, BabyKnight behind this, putting down a third. So you may postulate, you may theorize, okay, if Absolute Legends BabyKnight had 8 gateways behind this, could he end Lalush right now, considering he's attacking right when the Spire is finishing, which is a great timing. No Spine Crawlers here either. Yes, I think BabyKnight could have won there, had he had a bunch of gateways. But he's electing to play the macro game, taking a third behind this, adding on 4 gateways. Just wanted to take a comfortable third, and Lalush cut a pretty big corner there. He didn't have the sufficient army to defend against what would have been a pretty nasty push from his opponent, because he was investing in, he was saving up gas for those Mutas. Why is he not making Mutas? I don't know. He can make 10 right now. He's not supply block. Has the larva. I don't know. I do not know, but BabyKnight trying to take control of the Watchtowers. He sees all those Lings, so he may be like, wait a second. You're investing a lot in the Lings, dude. Are you going Muta? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing? He's adding on a High Templar Archives. Bunch of gateways just not finishing. +3 is almost done. That's such a fast +3. Alright, so Storm should start right away. Saturating these gases immediately at his third. exactly what he has to do. And now, Lalush has to do damage with these mutas. That's why you get them. You get them, A, to keep your opponent in their base. You get them to harass the mineral lines of your opponent. Tear their economy to pieces. You get them to give yourself map control. Taking a base over here. Taking a base over here. Adding spine crawlers throughout your middle. Base trades, this is like one of the most common strategies that leads into base trades. Because it's so hard as a Protoss player. You don't want your opponent to get a bunch of bases up and to get a super crazy economy. Yet you have to at the same time defend against the mutas that are going to be attacking your base as soon as you leave. So we'll see what happens here. Storm is about 70% of the way done. BabyKnight playing this pretty well so far. And again, he has +3 already. That's ridiculous. Such a fast +3. Muta's coming into the third base of BabyKnight. Oh my god, just warping in 1,000,000 stalkers here. And that should be enough to deal with that. And BabyKnight, he's playing this well. Like, Lalush invested a lot in the mutas and they're not doing anything. Hatchery being added on the top right hand location. A little bit surprised he didn't take this one. And BabyKnight looks like he wants to push out here. Trying to catch Lalush off guard, and he's going to be successful in that regard. No Templars here, which would be helpful. They would be handy. Lalush does not want to engage that. Another Templar back home. Yes, there's one Templar in the natural. So look out for a storm here. But Lalush not doing the damage he wanted to do. Because the Protoss player, 70 Harvesters, 3 bases, 6 gases, 5 more gateways in production. He's feeling fine. He's feeling fine right now. That's what you want as a Protoss player. You want those 3 bases comfortably, and you want an economy to saturate those mineral lines. As a Zerg player, if you're going Muta, you want to prevent that from happening. Either deny the third or kill the crap out of a bunch of probes. But Lalush not able to do that. BabyKnight, his defense is just too good. Has a High Templar at every single mineral line. Are any Spine Crawlers being added? No, I don't see any. Engagement going to happen here. Banelings being added onto the mix. Force fields need to go down. There they are. Trying to keep the Banelings away, but they might get some solid connections here. Ooh, killing a lot of sentries. BabyKnight going to be blinking his Stalkers to the side. Throwing down a Storm there, the High Templar. Melting away a lot of those mutas. Some Archons being made as well. Absolute Legends BabyKnight has plenty of money, plenty of gas to reinforce. 9 Stalkers in production. Being warped in the low ground outside of the natural expansion. Going to reinforce immediately. Need to start looking for those additional bases. Send a Zealot or 2 out to try to deny these. A Stalker as well to deal with the to serve as anti-air for a bit. How even is this game? This is not a terrifying army here. This is not a huge army, and that's a lot of Banelings and Zerglings. Here we go. Lalush going to go for the surround. We need Blink Stalkers here to actually blink away, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Banelings getting some solid connections. You don't want to explode into the Archons. It's the worst thing you can do, and BabyKnight going to be just fine here, ripping apart the Zerg army of his opponent, and he's not done. He's going to continue pushing a bunch of Lings in production for Lalush, but Absolute Legends on the verge of taking out Millennium. BabyKnight on the verge of all killing Lalush, Stefano, and Tarson. Can he do it? He's well on his way. His army is so strong right now. Again, he has that +3. 2 more Archons in production. Blinking forward. Doesn't even care about what's up there. Baneling's going to finish, but BabyKnight just going to blink back his Stalkers. Let the Archons absorb the Banelings. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Storm's going down as well. Melting away. So many Zerglings. So many Banelings. Storm's going down absolutely everywhere. And BabyKnight ripping apart Lalush. Advancing into the natural expansion. And there's the GG from Lalush. BabyKnight taking the all-kill for Absolute Legends. Destroying Stefano, Tarson, and Lalush twice to give the victory to Absolute Legends. They win it 4-2. What was the time on that? What was the time on that? Someone in the chat tell me. Someone in the chat, let me know. 18:23.